Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Wednesday, the 21st of October, 2020. I think there's 13 days to go to the election, gang. I just can't wait. I'm so excited. Actually, an interesting note, we're thinking about doing a live stream out of Truth, Money, and Freedom Discord. That would be election night. And we think it'll be more like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing. Not a whole lot of us take this real seriously. I know we should, but it may offend people that we don't. But it's just, you know, one clown or the other clown kind of a deal. So at any rate, I'm just making that announcement right now. We're going to try and get that done. And also, it's really warmed up here in the Ozarks. A bunch of flies got in my house, and I let the dogs out. And so at any rate, please forgive if you see flies around. It started yesterday, actually. So we've gone from cold to hot again. And this is the way it is in the Ozarks. You guys probably have this saying where you live, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. That's what we say down here as well in Missouri. Did want to cover a couple of stories with you guys. But first I want to make a final comment about the purge on YouTube. There's actually, I found out last night, there's even more people that were purged that I was unaware of. And not necessarily people I followed. However, there are two more people I followed I didn't do a video on. And Sarah Westell and X22 Spotlight. So those were the two that I had followed and didn't say anything about. And I probably will at some point, just so you guys know you can find them, you know, on LBRY and Bitchute. But I just wanted to say, and this is actually kind of important, we should have expected this. This is not a new thing. YouTube is owned by Google, and Google's owned by Alphabet, and Alphabet's a CIA front company. We all know this. It's verifiable. You can look this stuff, you can Google it. So should it surprise us that the federal government is actually doing the very censorship that we're asking them to deal with? Should we be surprised by this? Absolutely not. In this topsy-turvy world, you know, where nothing makes sense anymore, and what's wrong is right and what's right is wrong, I mean, we should be expecting this kind of stuff to happen. So, as I said before, I'm staying on YouTube as long as they will let me stay. And basically, the YouTube and, the BitChute and LBRY accounts are the ones I'm concentrating on. I will still release videos on YouTube as long as I can, though. Okay, now to what we're going to talk about. Why gold? Now, I'm not going to read any of the articles to you. I just want to talk to you a little bit about this. This article was very specific, and it talks about some things that I've been talking about for a very long time, excepting for this one added a component that I fail to mention a lot of the time, even though I know it. So who lies to us about gold and its value? The government lies to us about gold and its value. The banking sector lies to us about gold and its value. And the mainstream media lies to us about gold and its value. The one I keep forgetting to mention is academia, or the schooling system, the public school system, even colleges, economics. And the reason I bring this up is because this is very, very important to stick in your memory banks. I know I've said this before. There's Timmy Chonga. And the reason I've said this is because we have to understand they are hoarding gold. The whole time that they've been telling us not to get it, they've been getting it. But it's not just, you know, government, banks, and media that have been literally telling people not to do it. It's worthless, it's valueless. You will be wasting your money. Invest in stocks, invest in bonds, invest in real estate, where the bubbles are, right? Well, if you've been investing in gold, you know, since the early 90s, you would be doing very, very well right now. But the mainstream media doesn't like to portray it that way. Gold has outperformed the stock market, every indice, excepting for, you know, if you take a look at, you know, Venezuela, where they're in a hyperinflation. But that, in their country, gold outperformed, you know, their stock market. So it's important for us to understand and add context to the fact that the central banks are hoarding gold. Lots of it. We're talking about thousands of tons. Hundreds, if not thousands of tons. And this is quantifiable. You can look this up. It's easy to find. But they tell us, no, don't get gold. Don't do it. Not worth it. You know, wasting your money, wasting your time, wasting your resources. So maybe we should stop listening to them and do what they do. Next story, silver and the epochal maldistribution of wealth. This article I bring up because it talks about the 1% and how much of the wealth in America the 1% own. And they're talking about, let's see, according to the Federal Reserve data, the richest 59 Americans have wealth of $2 trillion, which is the same as the wealth of the poorest 50%, or 165 million people. If we instead take the richest 1%, their wealth in Q2 of 2020 is 34 trillion, or 17 times the poorest 50%. Now, the number that I would like to see is the 70% ratio. When the top 1% literally have 70% of the wealth, that's where you can expect your revolution. That's where the tire fires start. And I don't know where we're at on that scale. Pardon me, but I think we're really, really close. So we need to keep our eye on this. And hey there, Timmy. My dog is bugging me. I think he wants to go outside again. It's all these flies keep getting in. Hang in there, Timmy. Hang in there, Timmy Chonga. I should put him up on camera. See if he'll let me pick him up. He does not like to be picked up. Timmy. Timmy Chonga. Timmy. Come on. Okay, hopefully you guys can see him. Yeah, he likes to kiss. And he's having a problem holding his liquor right now. Okay. This is, by the way, the real Timmy Chonga. This is who I named my accounts after. He's my little dog. And I don't know what kind of dog he is. I know he's got dachshund. Hey there, Timmy. Want to say something? We could be like the Timmy Chonga and Timmy Chonga show. Kind of like Jeff Berwick with Lucy. So that's Timmy Chonga. If you guys can see it in the background, that's... I know, buddy. That's my miner that's on the table back there. My cryptocurrency miner. Okay, so revolution, 70%, da-dee-da-dee-da. Okay. Right there, Timmy. I love you too, sir. Yes, I do. I wanted to bring this up. Hopefully my ugly mug is not covering up where the silver to gold ratio is right now. 4,227. It's suddenly jumped up in the last 2 days. Because it was like down to $3,700. Now it's $4,227. And gold is $3,288 on the debt clock. Using the same metrics that they did in 1913. When the Federal Reserve came into power. When they actually started the Federal Reserve. So something to keep in mind. And I'm coming... I love you too, Timmy. Oh, you got your hand down my shirt again. There you go, buddy. So, there you go. All right, there's Timmy. Okay, silver. Silver's currently at 25.15. I'm going to try and come to the end of this. 25.14. If you guys can see that right now, if my picture's not covering it up. $25.14. This is spot silver. This is paper price. And golden statement, once again, I'm not promoting any one silver or gold dealer. What I am doing is just showing you pricing, real world pricing. And right now they do have a sale for $27.43 per ounce of silver buffaloes. So it is, you know, shoot, what is that? Nearly $2.50 over spot. It's like $2.30 over spot. So I want you guys to think about this because this is what I really wanted to get to on this video. What I'd like to say is I want you guys to consider giving silver as Christmas gifts. If you do that sort of thing. I'm a Christian and I do not do Christmas. I am a Christian, I promise you. But I'm not into the materialism that is reflected with Christmas, current day, modern times. I won't do it. So this is what I recommend. This is, once again, a recommendation. I'm not telling you what to do. I would recommend that people consider purchasing their silver sooner than later because I have a sneaking suspicion by the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I think there's probably going to be some more stimulus of some sort. And remember now, the government has no problem stimulating the economy for Boeing, for Caterpillar, for McDonnell Douglas, for, hotels and, stuff like that. But when it comes to stimulating, the actual budget of mom and pop in Main Street America, they just can't seem to agree on that. Nothing ever gets done. We can't do that. They're worried about hyperinflating the economy if they do that, because these businesses bought stocks last time. Now they're probably buying stocks again, once again keeping the stock market afloat. Oh, let's take a quick look at the stock market here, just for the record. Let's see where it's at. Let's see how she's doing. Okay, kind of a mix. We have some red and some green. I wonder why. Oh, investors shouldn't count on another big stimulus package. Don't worry, investors. It's coming. Don't worry. There is another stimulus package on the way. Guys, they're out of ammo. All they can do now is print money. There is going to be nothing but stimulus. That's why we keep talking about inflation, big inflation, and hyperinflation. This is the way it ends. It's mathematically certain. So, okay, I got to wrap it up here. I got to get Timmy outside again. And I've got to go to work. And I need to get this uploaded somehow. So, main message today, consider giving silver and gold as gifts for Christmas if you do that sort of thing. Now, I know that that little Johnny, who has been begging Santa for a PlayStation 5 or, the latest Dan Fogelberg record, whatever kids are into these days, little Timmy may be upset, little Johnny may be upset, about getting silver instead of that. But I want you to consider something. If you give little Johnny silver and little Johnny doesn't have access to go to the pawn store, you will be encouraging little Johnny to save money, real money, for the first time, because we don't do that in our culture anymore because it is not worth it. If you're saving currency, you're a big loser, and that's just a fact. I'm sorry, gang, it's a fact. And the federal government and the Federal Reserve made it so. They did it together. They're colluding. You guys want to talk about a conspiracy? There's your conspiracy. They made currency worthless. It's not worth saving anymore. Look at those interest rates. If you save in gold and silver, you'll do quite well. So consider that for little Johnny and little Sally. And, little Sally asks for a hula hoop. Of course, get her a hula hoop, but also give her some silver. It's just like, little Johnny, he wants the latest Rock'em Sock'em, turbo, I don't even know what kids buy these days. Cabbage Patch Kids, I don't know. Guys, I'm sorry, that's a realm I'm not really in. I have grandkids, but believe me, they get, like laptop computers and silver. By the way, I have practiced what I'm preaching. Silver goes to my grandkids for gifts. So it is something that happens on a regular basis. In our household, I practice what I preach. Guys, consider doing the same thing. And I would probably... Once again, I can't tell you the price of silver is going up with any certainty. I just suspect there's going to be more stimulus before Christmas. So therefore, the price of silver should be going up. And the same is true of gold. So if you want to buy half ounce of gold for little Johnny as opposed to, 20, 40, 60, 30, 60 something ounces of silver, go for that as well. Anything you can do. Platinum. I think platinum is incredibly undervalued right now, and I think that that's probably going to be a big play in the future, and I think that's something that I will be reporting on when it happens. But guys, for Christmas, let's do precious metals. Let's teach our kids and our grandkids how to save again. Let's teach them the value of saving real money. This is something they haven't seen in their lifetimes, gang, because interest rates have been zero virtually, since 2008. Even if they are, 20 years old, they were 8 the last time that you actually made, or 7, 8, 9, since the last time you could actually earn money in a savings account. So, once again, you are losing if you save currency. You are losing. It is a losing battle. Inflation is killing your savings, destroying your wealth. That's not true with gold and silver, though. Okay, gang, I'm going to wrap it up here. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and may God bless each and every one of you.